I remember a period in my photography where I felt completely stuck. I was shooting constantly, weddings, travel, portraits, thousands of photos, and technically everything looked good. The photos were sharp, the exposure was right, the compositions worked, but somehow the photos didn't feel better than the ones I had taken the year before. I remember thinking, why am I not improving anymore? And the strange thing was, I was working harder than ever. I've noticed that most photographers in this stage share a few things in common. Their photos are technically good, they understand their camera, they have a style that works, but their photography feels a little repetitive. If any of that sounds familiar, you might be in what I think of as the photography plateau, and you are not alone. In fact, I think most photographers hit this stage somewhere around year 3. And the reason isn't lack of talent, it's because the skills that helped you improve early on are not the skills that help you improve next. I'm Brenda Bergering, and in my last video, I talked about what I would focus on if I were starting photography today. But this video is for people who started years ago and feel like they've stopped improving. Most photographers move through 3 stages. First, you learn the camera, then you learn how to make good photos, and then comes the plateau where your photos are technically good, but you're not sure how to improve anymore. And this video is actually about that 3rd stage, because the path forward is different from what most people expect. Once I realized what was happening, 3 things helped me start improving again, and they're probably not what you expect. Challenge your habits, challenge your eye, challenge your comfort. In the beginning, improvement is actually pretty straightforward. You learn the basics: aperture, shutter speed, ISO, exposure, nailed, composition, understood. Maybe you buy your first good lens. You're learning something new almost every week. Your photos improve quickly. That early stage of photography is mostly about technical skills, and it feels great. But eventually something changes. Your images don't feel special anymore. They don't feel like they're improving the way they used to. And this is where many photographers get stuck, because they keep trying to improve using the same strategies that worked when they were beginners. They buy new gear, they watch more tutorials, they chase new locations. But those things don't solve the real problem, because the next stage of photography isn't about knowing more. It's about seeing differently. Photography improvement is actually a lot like training and fitness. When you first start running, progress happens quickly. You go from 0 miles to 3 miles, boom. Or 0 pull-ups to 3, boom. But after that, improvement slows way down. You enter the part of training where gains come slowly. You have to train more intentionally. You have to challenge your body in new ways. Photography works the same way. Early photography is about learning your camera, but later photography is about training your eye. There's another reason photographers plateau that people don't talk about very often. Early on, photographers experiment constantly. You try weird composition. You shoot in terrible light. Half your photos do not work, but that's how you learn. And after a few years, something changes. You start to figure out what works. You learn which compositions look good. You find editing styles that you like. And once you know what works, it becomes very tempting to keep repeating it photo after photo. So you start making safe photos. Not because you're lazy, but because you don't want to take bad photos anymore. And that's when many photographers plateau. Because growth almost always requires experimentation, which means sometimes making photos that don't work. Many photographers plateau the moment they start protecting their success instead of risking failure. And breaking through the plateau usually requires a different kind of practice. Not more shooting, but more intentional challenges. So number 1, one of the best ways to break through a photography plateau is to challenge your habits. Shoot differently than you usually do. Most photographers develop patterns. Maybe you always shoot wide, you always shoot backlit. Maybe you always center your subject. Those habits produce good photos, but they can also limit your growth. So one of the best questions you can ask yourself is, what do I avoid photographing because it's difficult? Then try deliberately changing something about how you normally shoot. If you always shoot backlit, try practicing side light. If you always isolate your subjects, try building a complex scene. If you always photograph landscapes, throw some people in there. Growth often lives on the other side of the thing you avoid, and it begins by breaking your routine. I mentioned this in my video comparing the 24 to 70 and the 70 to 200. Sometimes the easiest way to break a plateau is to simply change the way you see a scene. So number 2, challenge your eye. Early in photography, we focus on taking photos, but at a certain point, improvement comes from learning to recognize what makes an image powerful. So study great photographs. I talked about this in my video on what I would do different if I was starting over in photography. We all have photos we love, but in the beginning, we don't know why we love them. If you want to make beautiful photographs, to understand what makes a photograph beautiful. So to break through a photography plateau, you need to train your visual judgment. Spend time studying images that move you. Pause and ask yourself, where does my eye go first? How is the light shaping the scene? What makes the image feel balanced? What emotion does this moment create? When you start analyzing photographs this way, something interesting happens. Your brain begins recognizing those patterns while you're shooting. Let's go even further and review your own photos as if they belong to somebody else. So instead of asking, do I like this photo? Ask, does this image communicate clearly? Is the subject obvious? Is the light helping the scene or distracting from it? Improvement happens when you connect your decisions with the results. There's an interesting phase that many photographers go through. Their taste improves faster than their skill. They can recognize powerful photographs, but they can't always create them yet. So that gap between your taste and your skill can be really frustrating, but it's also a sign that you're growing. Which brings us to number 3, challenge your comfort. Practice what you avoid. This might be the most important one. Every photographer has something they avoid because it's difficult. Maybe you struggle with harsh light. Maybe you avoid photographing people. Maybe you avoid complicated scene. But growth often lives on the other side of the thing you avoid. For example, when we started photographing weddings, we began experimenting with dramatic lighting in getting ready rooms. We used flash to shape the light and create more dramatic scenes. Now, that's not necessarily the style I want to rely on all the time, but experimenting with it taught me a lot about light. So sometimes growth comes from practicing things that you don't plan to keep doing forever. You're training your eye, trying something new, learning a new skill, and then you can decide when that skill is helpful and when it's not. The photography plateau is not a failure. In many ways, it's a sign that you've mastered the basics. But the next stage of photography requires something different. Curiosity again, experimentation again, a willingness to make photos that might not work. Because in the end, photography isn't really about cameras, it's about learning to see. Early photography teaches you how to use a camera, but later photography teaches you how to make decisions. Have you ever felt like your photography plateaued? And what helped you move past it? Let me know. I'll see you next time.